At first, Portal Knight looks like Minecraft. You can place down blocks and there are like a few weapons and a few classes. Yeah, there's some RPG elements, but end of the day, it looks the exact same. But we should know better because there are many games like this that look like Minecraft, but is nothing like Minecraft. But this is my experience and my first impressions of Portal Knight. If you don't know what Portal Knight is a PS Plus game that came out for January 2019. So you can pick this up if you have a PlayStation Plus membership. Portal Knight is a survival action role-playing game and you can play with friends. Well, one thing you should know about Portal Knight is it looks like Minecraft, and if you like Minecraft, you'll probably like this game too. It kind of has an indie feel, but at the same time doesn't have an indie feel. You go into new worlds, mine, and you just kind of explore the world. And after you're done, you just create a new portal and go to a new world. And at some points it seems repetitive, but trust me when I say if you like Minecraft and if you like some RPG, some good RPG, nothing 100 hours long, but you still like the simplicity of basic RPG games, you'll like this a lot. I give you a basic overview of the game and you should be able to tell if you'll like it or not. And if you don't like it, well, let me tell you my experience with it. It seems fun at the beginning, it's a new game, it's a new world, I guess. And you get a few things. You get quests, you have to go to new worlds, you can make a home base. There's so much complexity in such an intricate game, but at the same time you can get onto it easily. The crafting system is kind of advanced, and if you don't know what you're doing, it's kind of difficult, but at the same time there's just something about it, a type of charm, you could say. So, with that being said, let's talk about the level design and the gameplay. I personally like the level design. There's just something about it. It's procedurally generated and it seems kind of fun. You can go in, get a few minerals that you need, a few ore that you need, and then afterwards, just be like, okay, bye, with portal stones. And just go to different worlds, different NPCs, different quests, different universes, I guess you could say. But at the same time, it feels very comfortable. And one thing to mention is that every area you have to get a key and then you have to fight a boss, and the bosses are very, very well made. But before we go on to anything detailed like that, let's talk about the gameplay. You get to pick 3 classes in Portal Knight, either a mage, a warrior, or a ranger. Well, each one of them has their own specialty. The mages uses spell, the ranger uses his mobility to attack from afar, and the warrior comes in close and personal. And each class has 3 weapons. But one thing that's very, very unique about the game is that you can play the game 3 times while having a completely different experience every time, and yet still not get bored. It's just something unique in a sense, something different to the usual, ooh, look at me, I have a gun, I can shoot people, but every gun feels the same, So now that I've talked about the gameplay, the level design, and what the game is, now I'll be talking about my first experience, or my first impressions. And honestly, I kind of liked it, considering that it's a free PS Plus game, and most PS Plus games are not that good, to say the least. It was kind of refreshing to find a good one. Last month we had Onrush. It was fun. I played it with my friends, but after a few games, it was kind of boring. It was the same thing over and over and over again. But this is something different, in a sense. I was surprised, I was very happy, and considering it was free, there was literally nothing to lose. My friends told me to get it, I got it, and we played. And honestly, I kind of enjoyed it. There's RPG elements, which is a very, very refreshing take on many games nowadays, because RPGs are usually very, very long. So having something you can level up fast, you can play, do many different quests, and still explore so many different worlds is something very refreshing. And honestly, I played this a lot. In the first few hours, you get a whole entire new place if you grind out the game. You can fight a few bosses, you get new areas, you can upgrade your armor, you can get new weapons. After fighting enemies, you can get different drops. And then using those drops, you can make other things. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be a pickaxe, it could be a drill, but the fact is at the beginning it's kind of overwhelming, but there's so much to do. And let's talk about my experience. Honestly, it was a great game. You know, I'm still into it. I'd rather play it than many games that I have nowadays. And it's very fun. It's refreshing, as I said. And that's honestly what I've got to say about this game. Now let's talk about the negatives. A few problems that I have with the game, of course, the negatives, is the fact that some of the items that you need, you really don't know where they come from. For example, there's an armor set and there are a few weapons that require winter fur, and there's only one enemy that drops it. So there's kind of like a, where do I go? Where do I do this? Where do I do that? And some quests are kind of difficult to understand unless you try everything or experiment with everything. So it's kind of non-linear in that sense. It's not completely straight. There are a few curves. You have to understand the game. But honestly, I believe that you should get this game. There's nothing wrong with it considering it's free. There's no price tag. You can just try it out. If you don't like it, well, you don't like it. You just delete it. It will only take a few hours to download maximum. Maybe even a few, like, maybe half an hour, not a few minutes. But there's just something different about this game. It's original compared to something like COD. COD, it's like another, oh, look at me, I can shoot. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, you can play with friends. Everyone gets it. And it's a great game, but it's something refreshing. And considering that everything is better with friends and you can play with friends, I suggest that you download Fortnite. It's only 4 gigabytes, and if it's less, that's even better. But I got 4 gigabytes. My friend said it was only 2 gigabytes. Don't know why. But other than that, it's a great game, free PS Plus. There's nothing wrong with it. You should try it out. I honestly believe you'll like it. And if you don't, hey, look, it was a free game. You don't regret anything. But other than that, that's all I have to say. So, hope you enjoy your day. Have a good one.